All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body too. We're naturally alive, and I want to get into this, man, because today actually in the Bible app I'm using that I use and pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters use as well. I'm not sure. It's not on the KJV website, but it's Matthew 9 and 12 and about the physician, man. But we're gonna see how this all relates to Yahweh Shai, man. Honestly, how he's a physician, honestly, like too. And how that's why he should be honored too, like and also too, this on a natural tip, right? Because it's not like also too, like with the doctors, actual physical physician, like with the doctors at hospital, also too, like uh, um even psychological, like a therapist or like a shrink or therapy things in nature, man. Because you know it's nothing wrong with that, especially if you in the word, man. That does not mean your faith is weak or is not strong, man. Because more importantly, honestly, because there are some people like that I heard of it connected to. They do one. We all should see godly counsel, of course, from the word. But even if you need to see counsel, like even outside with the word, man, there's nothing wrong with that as well, man. That's because of like what we about to get into, like the Most High House I created physicians like that. But I just want to say there's nothing wrong. Your faith is not weak or something of that nature if you like go to therapy, something like that. There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. And don't let anybody really tell you different, man. I mean, they could have that perspective. That's cool. That's their perspective. But that's just nothing. Honestly, nothing wrong with that, man. Because I used to be in therapy, but I haven't been there for years. But it was kind of before I came to work. But even but yeah, man, that's just is what it is too. Because you know, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there too. Because there's nothing wrong with that. If you know, but let's get Matthew chapter 9 verse 12, man. Because we're gonna see how this all relates to Yahweh Shah. You know how like how he came like healing the sick, man. It's just healing like those that sick of like inwardly, honestly, to sin, honestly, to the old man, to the old woman, man, to the old person, man. So let's get Matthew chapter 9 verse 12 real quick and see how he is at. Matthew chapter 9 verse 12. It says, in 11. I'm sorry. And when the Pharisees saw, and they said unto his disciple, why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? In verse 12, but when Yahushua heard that, he said unto him, they that be whole need not for a physician, but they that are sick. So see, pretty much saying like this is a roundabout way how I was saying like what First Timothy says and things of that nature. Like pretty much, I didn't come for the righteous, man. I came for those that need repentance, that are sick, man, that need me. Honestly, let's look at that in First Timothy, man. You know that's what he's saying in a roundabout way. Um, verse First Timothy chapter 1 verse 9. It says, "For knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, a faithful man, but for the lawless, disobedient, for the ungodly, for sinners, for unholy and profane, and for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers." Verse 10. Verse For whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for man steals, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine, that sound doctrine, doctrine of Christ, doctrine of Yahushua. Verse 11, and the glorious gospel of the blessed Yahweh is which was committed to my trust. Exactly. So because Paul was an apostle and Yahushua told him face to face. So and preaching the gospel, man. That's what it is, man. That's what Yahushua was saying here. But it says, but but when Yahushua heard it, he said unto him, they that behold need not a physician, but they that are sick. So let's see what you call them. This is coming from. Let's go Isaiah chapter 1 real quick. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5. It says, why should ye be stricken any more? will ye revolt more and more? The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Exactly. But what does Isaiah 40 even 29 says? He gives strength to the faint. Honestly, like pretty much increase. That's why the man in Mark 9 said, I believe, but help my unbelief. That's why Zechariah 12:8 it says, listen, those the faint, the feeble men, those days shall be as David. Honestly, man, how much more, how with the preaching of the Son of David, with Yahushua, with Christ done. That's why the gospel witness and the testimony, the new covenant being preached is for the faith, faith increase of the people, man. That's is what it is. But let's just read this one more time in Matthew chapter 9, verse 12. It says, but when Yahushua heard that, he said unto him that the whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. So exactly, man. That's is what it is right there, man. So yeah. So we'll see. Let's see who this physician is, man, because this is really Yahushua, man. That's why it even goes into Proverbs 27, and he that waiteth on his master shall be honored, man. Because that's why the honor that this physician is Yahushua. But no, let's just read it, honestly. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor for a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye have of him are let me read this again. My bad. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye have of him, for the Lord hath created him. Exactly, man. So who's this physician? This physician is Yahushua, man. Honestly, if we're looking at, because remember what Yahushua said, my words of spirit, looking at this through the testimony, the gospel, the witness standpoint, man. This is Yahushua. He's that physician, man. That's why he needs the honor. And it says the Lord created. Let's see. It says ye may have of him, for the Lord created him. And that's right. And let's go to Colossians real quick, because wasn't Yahushua the first created? Let's go to Colossians 1 real quick, man. So this physician, is Yahushua ultimately, man, because he came to heal him, even healing the sick, man. That's just really what was really with the word, honestly. Then, of course, physically, he healed people, things of that nature, and him as disciples and apostles and things of that nature. But really, it's the word, that heals, man. Honestly, Wisdom of Solomon 16 goes into. But Colossians chapter 1 verse 16, it says, For by him all things were created that are in heaven, and the earth, that are visible and invisible, which they are by whether they be by thrones or dominions and principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Verse 17. And he was before all things, and by him all things consist. So see that he was the Lord had created him, the physician, that which is Yahushua. He was the first created, man. So his father created him, man. So all things were given in his hands, man. Honestly. So that's why, going back to the video that we just made, that's why, we should see that aspect with the Most High Yahushua all throughout the word, man. Even something with David and Solomon, right? Because that's when David died, he left Solomon to kill his enemies, man. That's what he said in John. All things are all judgment is given unto the Son, man. So that's just is what it is. Even aspects of that, but that's just is what it is, man. But Yahushua's that physician, man. Honestly, that's why that's why we honor him, man. I know this just because only by his mercies, we aren't consumed, man. Because listen, this man, because while we Yahushua, man, we're done, man. Honestly, man. Seriously, man. Because that's where that 1 Samuel 2:25 comes into. Because if man sins against man, there can be pardon for that, man. There's different guidelines and things. We can go through judges, rulers, things of that nature. There's reconciliation there. But if we sin against the Most High Yahushua, man, or the Father, then we're done. But no, we're gonna get into that. Let's get Proverbs and 1 Peter real quick. Proverbs 27 verse 18. It says, "Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So as he that waiteth on his master shall be honored." So see, isn't Yahushua our master, man? He's that physician that needs honor, that actually commands honor, man. That needs and commands honor. And let's get 1 Peter real quick, man. Then we're gonna go to that 1 Samuel real quick, man. So yeah, man, it's all that physician is all him, man. Because we're even now we're sick, honestly. That's why even like even more spiritually, like even that Deuteronomy 28, man, that curse, man, like that blindness or stricken with madness, man. We see that every day, man. That's why Yahushua, when he's on the scene, man, he Mark 6:34, man, he saw the state of his people, man. He was moving much compassion, man. And I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters each day and each day with our people, man, even scattered the four corners of the earth, man, see the condition that we're in. But this is really like is what it is, man. Our only way out, man. Not even this natural captivity or natural salvation, man, but spiritually, man, over sin and death, man, because that's the ultimate enemy, man. Seriously, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Let's get First Peter chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time." So see, yeah, that's just what it is. That's his humility. But yeah, it's really waiting on the master. That's really it. How you be honored, man, and that's the physician, and honor the physician, man. Because that's Yahushua, man. Because this is what it is. Let's go to 1 Samuel 2:25 though. We haven't read this in a while, but that's why, man. It's verse Samuel 2:25. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Now with sin, and they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord will slay them. And so, see that exactly. So, which we did, commit sin, iniquity, and transgression against the Father, man. That's why Yahushua is need. Without him, we are nothing, man. So that's why he's our physician, man. Honestly, that's why he deserves all praise, honor, and glory. Because the one, all things were created by. He was the Lord, the Most High, created him, and all things were given to him, man. So and that's why he is equal to the Most High Authority, because of course in the throne and what you call him, Yahushua is the Most High is greater, but the Father gave everything to the Son. But that's another story for another day, that aspect of that equal meaning they had the same goal, honestly. Because listen, even Yahushua said in John 14:28, his Father is greater than him, of course. But they had the same goal. Him and the Father is one. That's why we have to be one with the Most High Yahushua. But let's grab this again, and this is what it is. And we're gonna close out. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord had created him. Exactly, man. So verse 2, here's the point. For of the Most High cometh healing, and that he shall receive honor of the king. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yep. And let's get verse 3, man, because Yahushua was even skilled. He was at Ezra was a skilled scribe, Paul was a skilled scribe. Yahushua was the most skilled, man. This says verse 3, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of the great men he shall be in admiration. Exactly. So see that? That's why Luke 2:49, Yahushua, they marveled at him, even at a young age, man, because he knew the word. Honestly, and nobody even taught him that, man. Honestly, so that's just is what it is, though. But yeah, but anyway, man, that's just is what it is. Going back to the point, though, man. Even on the natural tip, right? Even if you see physician, man, doctor, or things of that nature. I mean, of course, nothing wrong with because certain people, they don't like that. They like natural herbs, or they might travel the world. They might know somebody that do that and they feel healed. But if you see a doctor, there's nothing wrong with that. But even in that, on the natural tip as well, even if you see a therapist or a psychiatrist or strength, man, especially brothers and sisters in the word, even outside brothers and sisters outside the word, in Christianity, Jehovah's Witnesses, or Pentecostal Baptists, I pray that y'all come into knowledge, come into the word. But even don't let nobody tell you that, even deal with the word, that your faith isn't strong or you're mentally weak if you see those as psychiatrists, therapists, or strength. No, it's not that. No, you're human at the end of the day, man. Because more importantly, at first we should be seeking godly counsel from somebody with a brother and sister that we know. Because for both brothers and sisters, man, sisters, y'all might need counsel as well. But it's for anybody, because there's actually a grief counselor. There's a sister that I haven't met her, but that my people told me about, my family told me about. She's in the Word, and she does grief counseling, things of that nature. There's no right, but she's in the Word. Honestly, I think she serves people that's in the Word, out the Word. But there's nothing wrong with that, man. If you your faith is not weak or strong, because remember, man, like James 5:17 says, man, these were regular people at the end of the day, just like you, man. But more importantly, should we be seeking godly when going through trials and tribulation, or trying to get actual real overpass real life experience or actual traumas, man? Because that's been a buzzword these past couple of years, or because that's. Well, we talked about that before, but they're actually really going through things life altering, man. Just because you come in the Word, man, that doesn't mean that stuff goes away, man. Or you're in the Word that you're not going to experience that, man. So there's nothing wrong with that, man. So just don't let that separate you from the love of the Most High Yahushua, man. But yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that, man. So yeah, man. But anyway, man, just going to we just want to talk about how Yahushua is that physician, man. Honestly, man, this Word brings healing, man. So honestly, man. So hopefully this edifying, man. So peace. Oh yeah, my bad too. I'm still trying to get better. Shout out to the brother for that, being a little loquacious and kind of going too fast. I'm trying to slow down. So y'all can hear me, understand me clear, man. I kind of been talking like this my whole life, so still trying to get better. I had to actually audition with my brother the other last weekend for Law and Order. He had a role. This is important too, man, because he had a chance to get a role in Law and Order things, and I was helping him for we was doing an audition together, but and he told me even the same thing, man, just slow down, man, and that's the importance of taking heed to count correction and things of that nature. Or certain times, man, with multiple people telling you something, that, man, just harken on into it, man. That's why the Word even goes into that, man, about taking heed and self-examination, man. But hopefully it's edifying to y'all brothers and sisters. So yeah, peace.